Hello and welcome to my channel. If you'd like to join any of my weekly meetings or book a private session with me, please click on the links below or go to my website.
No becoming, no getting. All right, let's talk about that. No becoming. Has this become? Did this become? Or do we have to go into a series of images that we call a story to see that we've become? And have we become? Or is it just still what is? That's a question for, you always have to ask yourself questions. It's not good to, hi David, have we become? And become what? What would we would become? And there's the idea of becoming, and there's so many ideas of becoming, isn't there, in spiritual teachings, as it were. Becoming a no-me, becoming free, becoming enlightened, bliss. What other ones are there? There's so many, isn't there? So many. It's always becoming to a state. And as we all probably know, when we look into our own experience, that states never last. And this whole non-duality idea of a no-me, saying, well, that's not a state, then what else is it? What else is it? Be a state of no-me. What would a no-me look like? There's either the idea of the me or no idea. Hi, Phyllis. Or no idea of me happening. And then that's it, isn't it? Is there a state in that? Or is it just what's happening? There's only ever just what's happening. And that's indescribable. Because you can only describe things. No getting. Yeah, no getting. What would you get? It's always a concept. And once you've got a concept, what do you do with it then? Then there's the pressure. Now I've got the concept. Now I have to live the concept. How can anybody live a concept? And I know people talk about the me collapsing and everything like that. But really, it's more like seeing that none of it matters. None of it matters. It's only when it matters is it a burden. When it doesn't matter anymore, it doesn't anything. It's like any old thing going. I mean, I understand that sometimes when all the beliefs and all the things are all just sort of kind of falling apart, it can feel very uncomfortable, and I understand that. But it's not that we're becoming to a state or a permanent place. It's just the end of something. It's like when something you've believed in so heavily. I really believed in my story. I really believed that I was going somewhere and there was somewhere I was going to get. And everything meant something. I had this purpose, or I didn't know I had a purpose. I wanted a purpose. I wanted there to be a purpose to everything. And when that started falling apart, it was actually really, really painful and really disconcerting because I was so heavily invested in it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And then it's just, well, this. Just this. As it always is. It always is. Just this. So how have we become anything? Because there's so many different varieties of becoming, isn't there? I mean, pick one. Which one would it be? Each one has a line, a path. There's always something at the end of some kind of path. The path of becoming. And sometimes the teachings are even really vague, aren't they? They're teachings about becoming. Like becoming what? Can the teacher explain what one becomes? And it's always in the future, isn't it? It's always set in a different place. It's always somewhere out of reach. And then we gather stories about, well, I'm not going to get it. It's too over there for me. I'm not chosen, or some other story like that. Or why can't I be the one? Yeah. The special one. That's not a judgment, because I used to think that. I think, why can't I be one that gets it? Why not me? And the whole irony of that whole story was actually quite hilarious, because there isn't the one. There isn't any chosen ones. It's either all chosen or none of it's chosen. It's either all special or none of it's special. It's all life. How can there be special lives? It's the story of becoming, isn't it? Becoming the special one. Or the one who doesn't no longer have any emotions that are troubling and get in the way. Always is Jean-Luc playing with a toothbrush. Not my toothbrush. I grew him with a toothbrush because it's meant to stimulate. It's meant to simulate the mother's tongue. So, toothbrush. This is it. It's becoming itself each moment. Without there being a moment, because try and find a moment. Try and grasp on to moment. But, I've got to talk in language, and the language is in the language of linear time, isn't it? That's how language operates. It's normally in linear time. You could say just this is itself all the time. Always just itself. It's already become. It's already over. It's starting and finishing simultaneously without any gap. That's not something that needs to be seen by becoming. It's just kind of obvious, isn't it? Really? That it's just here. Has it ever not been here? Has this ever not been here?